Shelby Bonnie, and I'm the host of the Technology for Obama Innovator Series. And today we're here with Shelly Kapoor Collins, the founder and CEO of Root Square. And so we talked a little bit before about kind of your experiences starting the company and how the idea came about. I'm just curious if we could just kind of step back in terms of kind of benefit for the audience. Any lessons learned, like advice you'd have to people in terms of, kind of the breadth of experiences you've gone through?
Yeah, I would say that if you have an idea, if you really feel strongly about it, absolutely see it through. There is no such thing as cannot do. If you're not a developer, no problem, go get one. Find a way. There's always a way. That's the first idea. And the second piece of it is do your market research. Know your opportunity, know your background, know the market that you're serving. I think that's really important as well.
And do you think, when you're starting something, there's kind of see the things that people don't, or take the things that, our current people see and make them a little bit better. How do you kind of, because I'm sure you've seen both of those sides. How do you evaluate kind of if you're the right person for kind of which bucket?
So I think it's an evolving process. You don't just kind of say, I'm in this bucket and I'm going to go forward like this. It really does evolve over time. I've learned so much just by developing Root Square that I'm sure there are things that I will do differently with my next product that I develop. So it's absolutely an evolution from where you start.
And how important kind of in your own experience were people around you, working with other organizations? Was that an important aspect to kind of your own success?
Yes and no. The people around me were important in that, I needed my husband's support. Without him, we have 2 children. There's no way I could have gone forward with it. So he was very supportive and still is. However, sometimes if you listen to too many people, it can distract from your vision and it can then become someone else's vision. So you should take input, but you should really remain true to the idea that you have.
And did you have a mentor as you went kind of through the process of starting this?
Unfortunately, I didn't have a mentor that I would have wanted, and I kind of had to pick and choose a little bit.
Right.
My husband's a great mentor. He's a CIO in a public firm in Silicon Valley, so he's been my mentor, but not someone to say sit down and this is the entrepreneurial thing that you need to do. No, I didn't have that.
Right. And if someone were sitting at home today and thinking like, I've got an idea and I want to start it, what are those first couple things you tell them? Like if you had a day to evaluate, what would be the big questions you'd ask them?
In terms of them starting, I would say, okay, how committed are you? Is this something, are you committed to actually developing this, to seeing this through? Are you committed to taking the good days with the bad? That's very important. And if you can look past, retain your resolve, then I think you can actually move forward. And there's no reason not to move forward, I guess.
And how big is when we look at kind of good days versus bad days, what do you think your trade-off is right now in terms of good days versus bad days?
I wouldn't change a thing. If I had to look, when you are in the middle of doing something that you love, there is no, you may have a day where, gosh, it could have been better today, but you're still doing what you love. And I don't think many people can say that.
Yeah. Well, that's a good note to end. So, Shelly, great talking to you. In a second, I want to get your thoughts on kind of what you're thinking about the election, this coming election. So thank you for talking to us.